Hi, it's Bill Cole, president of Jani-King of Manitoba. So on the weekend, I took Tanya, my wife, on a Valentine's Day excursion, more or less. Planned out events on Saturday and on Sunday for her. I just wanted to do something very special for her this Valentine's Day. And one of the things we did on Sunday was that we had brunch at the Canadian Human Rights Museum. And after brunch there, we went and we did the tour of the museum. The Mandela exhibit is there as a special feature right now, and that was incredible. We spent so much time at the museum, and it was our first time there. And I encourage you, if you're coming to Winnipeg, if you're from Winnipeg, it's a must go. Like, this is world class. The design, the architecture of the building, everything is just amazing. And I was very skeptical of it back when it was being built, and the cost overruns and the government funding and this and that. But going there, it is an experience, and it is something that I encourage you to do. But my point for today is that as you tour through the museum, obviously you're reminded of all the events that happened throughout history, and how people have struggled throughout history to be treated fairly and to be treated with the same rights and respect as everybody else. So I was reminded of my franchises. A lot of the franchises in Manitoba, and we have over 90 of them, are all, the majority of them are not first generation Canadian. English is not their first language. They are new to this country. Now, they are new to this country a year, 2, 3 years. They have an understanding and they can speak English, but obviously it's not their home country. And I wonder what they're leaving behind to come to Canada, to come to Winnipeg. A lot of these, most of our franchises are from Africa and the African countries. And coming to Winnipeg must have been a culture shock and a temperature shock to them many times. However, what they left behind must have been so terrible and dire that they were willing to leave that and go. My daughter wants to move to Japan. She did an exchange trip in Japan in grade 11, and she fell in love with it, and as she finishes up her or university, I should say, that's where she wants to go. And she said to me this morning, she said, "Dad, I found out that if I wanted to become a Japanese citizen, I would have to give up my Canadian citizenship. They don't allow dual citizenship there." So to come to Canada is a big deal, to be treated fairly, to do what's right. I used to work for a company called Quick Transfer, and one of their core values was always do what is right. Another one was treat others the way you want to be treated, the golden rule. So I need to ensure that when I am helping, leading, giving instruction to my franchises, that I'm doing it out of respect. I'm doing it to respect the human dignity. So often we are quick to anger. You know, I've always said that I have 2 ears and one mouth, and I need to use them proportionately to that. I need to listen more. And I want to be able to do that for my franchises to ensure their success and to listen more. On LinkedIn, it's often, maybe daily, I see it. I was raised to treat the janitor with the same respect that I treat the CEO. You know, I look at that and I laugh, because being in the commercial cleaning industry, I don't see that. It's easy to post that or to use that as your model, but I don't see it. Our janitors, our commercial cleaning staff are not treated with the same respect as the CEO. Actually, when anything goes wrong, oftentimes the first blame is to the janitor. So I encourage you today not to just post that on Facebook or LinkedIn or on Twitter, but to really do it, to really treat everybody the same, everybody with the same dignity and respect that they deserve, whether they are the CEO, the president, or the caretaker or the janitor, so to speak. Treat everybody the same. And if you're doing it, I encourage you to relay that message on your employees so they understand it. You might get it. Those that are listening to this might get that and might post it on LinkedIn and say, yes, I do that. I encourage you to ensure that your staff gets it so that they understand it as well. Once again, it's Bill Cole, President of Jani-King of Manitoba. Until next time.